3 reasons why you need to bring your own agent on the first visit to new construction. Hi, I'm Joshua Cornish, aka the Woodworking Realtor. So why do they call me the Woodworking Realtor? Because I believe that every family needs a home and a solid table to gather around and to grow stronger. So my clients get both. A home that they can be proud of and a solid wood, custom built, farmhouse style dining table. Because strong families are built in strong homes around strong tables. Hey, I'm Joshua Cornish. I just want to thank you for stopping by to check out this video. We're going to go ahead and talk about why it is so important for you to have your own representation, meaning your own agent with you at your first visit to new construction, right? This is very vital. I don't care how long you've been working with an agent, 6 months, a year. If you don't show up with your agent then and there, most, if not all, home builders will not allow you to have your own representation for that transaction if you really fall in love with a home. So it's kind of a bummer for everyone, right? So let's hop right into it. And before we do, I have to remind you to like and subscribe, right? This is everything talking about Menifee surrounding areas, housing, and more. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you want more content coming to you. So with that being said, the first reason, right, bring me to my first reason is pay, right? They don't want to pay the agent. They don't want to pay the buyer's agent. If you don't have a buyer's agent, then with you as your own representation, they save money, okay? So a buyer's agent is actually free to you, right? They're free. The seller pays the commission, which the seller in this instance is the builder. They pay the commission. So that's going to be the driving force behind this, why they don't accept and why they will give you problems if your agent is not there. Some are generous. I have had some experiences where I had a client go out and check out some new builds just on a Sunday, not thinking anything of it. And the builder, they told the builder they had an agent and they respected it, but more and more that is not the case. They are not letting that slide at all. So it's free. So we'll just want to put that one together. So it's like, you're working with an agent, someone who has, your best interest in mind. And that brings me actually to my next point here. So my next point is they have your best interest, right? They have your best interest, meaning your agent has your best interest, okay? Your agent has your best interest, not the agent in the office when you speak to them. The agent in the office is actually an employee, right? And I mean a literal employee, meaning they are on payroll with a monthly salary. However they get paid by the builder. So naturally, they're not going to be objective when it comes to you. They're actually probably going to side with their builder, right, with their employer, right? They want to look good in front of their employer, and they've been working with their employer. They know what goes down, so they're not going to be looking out for your best interest. And what this translates to is negotiations, right? When you go to a negotiation, whether it's price, whether it's upgrades, they're not going to get in and fight for you with their boss. You know what I mean? It's just not a logical thing for them to do. And I doubt that they're going to do it. I've never heard of any of their sales agents going, the extra mile for a buyer coming in. Not to say that they are nice and, cordial, but they're just not going to fight for, better prices than for their boss to give money to, someone coming from the outside. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. So also going over documents, right? They're not going to really read you the fine print. There's some fine print in there. I tell you, you really got to read through it, and a good agent will go through the documents with you and tell you all the potential liabilities in their contract, right? In the builder's contract. They don't have a normal resale contract that we use when we're going for resale homes. Homes are used. They have their own contract, which is a new build contract, so to speak, and it has certain language in there that is it could be kind of ferocious. Whatever it could be, sometimes it's kind of like, I don't really like that. So you need some further explanation on those things. The agent in the sales office, they're not going to do that. Okay, some of them might, right, but more than likely they're not going to really go through the ugly stuff with you, right, and really break it down and really fend for you in that regard. So Another big aspect when it comes to who has your best interest, right? When it comes to inspection, right? Folks think they can get a really smoking deal if they go in without an agent, that the builder will give them some kind of discount, which is not true, right? It's not true. Anyways, it will later kind of bite you in the behind down the road when it comes to inspections, and when they're something's wrong with the home. It might be little, it might be big, or whatever. But the sales agent isn't exactly going to. And by sales agent, now again, I mean the agent that works for them. They're not going to go and readily point that out against their boss. It's like they're working against themselves almost there. So you want to be careful with that. Who has your best interest, right? And your agent, who is rather objective or actually wants to make himself or herself look better in front of you, is going to more than likely fight for you and make sure everything is really good with the house. Everything is painted well, no foundation issues, the list goes on. So you want to make sure you have that in check. So that brings me to my third point. I'm sorry, that was actually my second point. I didn't say that. But my third point, so your own agent does all the legwork. Right, does all the legwork, including attending inspections and sending emails back and forth. Sometimes these things don't always go super smooth. The builder gets behind. You want to make sure your project is moving along and on schedule, and your agent is the one to do these things, right? To send an email to corporate, to the supervisor of whoever. I had to do it several times. It's not uncommon. So your agent is the one to do that for you, right? For example, I had some clients who weren't able to get a short-term rental for the large family, right? The bill was going to take 6 to 8 months, and they just couldn't find that short-term rental. So they had to move states for short-term with family, and they just weren't in town, so they weren't able to make the meetings. They couldn't get on a plane all the time. Fortunately, they were able to work remotely, but they just weren't able to get back in town. It was just too far. So I was able to meet and greet and meet with whoever I needed to, gladly, in service for my clients. That included making sure the project was going along, going by, taking pictures, doing videos for them, just making sure everything was right? Because when you get these homes, you have certain upgrades that are put in. You want to make sure they're being put in. They don't have to go back and straighten things out. So you want to make sure that someone is on it, right? And even if you're in town, that's still a great help. You have work, family, you have extra hands and extra eyes on those things that that an agent could be really, really beneficial. Now, your own representation agent. All right, I'm going back and forth now. Stay with me. So, yeah, you want to make sure you have that, and you want to make sure that they stay with you on that. So, anyways, you also get extra eyes on projects, right? On the project, you get extra eyes on it during inspection. That again, your agent's going to be more than willing to make himself or herself look better by catching things and using those things to negotiate down the line, and just to get you free upgrades here and there or whatever. So I gotta be honest with you, in today's market, they almost don't care. Some of the builders don't care. Not all of them, but some of them don't care if you leave, because they have such a long waiting list, and they're like, okay, well, if you leave, we'll just find someone else, and they know they can sell it. So it's kind of hard right now, but you still want to make sure everything is moving along, like I said before. And so make sure everything goes to plan, rather. So yeah, so you want to stay keyed in on that, and you want someone else to stay focused on that. So those are the main 3 reasons. There's other reasons I can get into, but those are the main 3 reasons why you need to have your own representation, meaning your own agent, when you go visit new construction for the first time, right? If they go the first time, they don't even need to go a second or third time. You can go look at the home as many times as you want, as long as they register you there. So with that being said, if you're in the Menifee, Murrieta, Temecula area, surrounding areas, let an agent know. Let me know. We'll meet you there and or register you before you can even get there, so you can have that representation throughout the entire transaction, right? So hey, let us know. So hey, I'm Joshua Cornish. I really appreciate you stopping by, check out this video, and until next time, bye-bye.